So you did the Brahms concerto yesterday in Musikverein and tonight in Frankfurt, here in Frankfurt. Does the interpretation change? I mean, if you compare also to the performances in Sweden before?
I think you can't prevent to feel different, at least, because when changing the stage in the city, you get different feelings about the acoustics and also the space. So I do feel very different every night, but I don't know how much the interpretation changes, because of course, you know, you get prepared and you learn the piece and you have your own taste and your imagination how you want to play. But certainly I would use the repetition of the piece for also experimenting and trying out things.
Yes, yes. And after a concert, do you sort of go back and review it for yourself and think, what should I do next time? Or
yes, sometimes. I mean, depends on the mood, because sometimes also you want to just forget because you want to relax and you need to really think about something else. But you keep thinking also for the next day, because it's such a challenge to travel every day and then go on a new stage and play the same piece. Actually, it's not easier than you know, having a week in between or so, because you have to still play it in a fresh way.
Yes, and you play the Kreisliga dancer instead of the more often used Joachim one.
Well, I have played also the Joachim one, but I like the Kreisliga dancer, and I have actually made a few adjustments myself. I have shortened it a little bit and have done a few passages myself, so I have kind of re-edited a little bit.
Good. So what about the orchestra then? You're getting to know the orchestra.
Yeah.
What's significant for this orchestra in your opinion?
This orchestra has been always very special to me, because the first time I came was about 7 or 8 years ago, and that was with Alan Gilbert, and that was really love from the first sight with the orchestra. And I think it's one of the most energetic and wonderful and friendly and fantastic orchestra that you have. There is so much interaction on the stage going, and I think it's very rare to feel that the people are really with you. And so now it's with Sakari Orama, who I admire so much since I'm 16 years old, and really one of the most amazing musicians I've ever worked with. So it's just this mixture of conductor and orchestra, it just works so well together that every time it's a privilege.
And sometimes on stage you almost sense that love, because you turn to the orchestra, away from the audience, and play for the orchestra and with the orchestra.
Yeah, I need that sometimes, because the life of a solo is a little bit lonely, and when you get to play with great orchestras that give you so much, I think you have to take that advantage and also really feel that. And I think also for the music it's good.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.